Welcome to another video here. It's Evan again. Today we're gonna be doing a little NBA opening week video. So it's like just the first 3 days, since every team's just gonna play once or twice. All 30 teams do play in the first 3 days of the season. So starting out here, the Golden State Warriors and the Brooklyn Nets. I'm a Warriors fan, by the way. Both Durant and Kyrie healthy. James Wiseman, I'm excited for that, to make his rookie debut. But there's also the Durant playing his former team. Hopefully it's going to be a clean game. No, hopefully it's not too rough out there. I just want to have a good opening night. Unfortunately, I will say the Nets are going to win this one. The Clippers and Lakers, both teams got new players as well. There's been news about Kawhi's the only one that can stop LeBron's legacy, pretty much. And it's honestly just the Battle of LA. And this one, I'm going to say Lakers are going to get the win here, just because of the Clippers. And, they lost Montrezl Harrell. I don't know how they're going to do with Serge Ibaka either. The Wizards and 76ers. Not much to say here other than Westbrook being the newest member and losing John Wall, unfortunately. Then Doc Rivers is the new Sixers coach. My winner here is going to be the Wizards here. So the Miami Heat and Orlando Magic. They ended in tough spots in the playoffs. Obviously, the Magic, the last seed in the Eastern Conference, losing to the Bucks in the first round. Aaron Gordon did miss a lot in the bubble as well, so that's probably they didn't do too well in the bubble. He should be back healthy enough to play. The Heat, they're looking to start out another great season this year. And I think they're going to try. They might be the best team to go out there and have a chance to stop the Lakers. They might just be the best one, honestly. For this one, I'm going to go with the Heat. The LaMelo Ball, making his rookie debut against the Cavaliers. Both teams are still haven't made the playoffs for the Hornets haven't made it for about 6 years or something. Then you have the Cavaliers that haven't made it for about 2 years, so they're trying to make a run at the 8th spot, or if not the 7th. They both had good draft picks, honestly. LaMelo going 3, and then I think the Cavaliers drafted Patrick Williams, but for this one, I'm going to go with LaMelo and the Hornets getting the dub here. The Knicks and Pacers, not much to say about these two teams. If you watched my other videos about the free agency things, not much to say. Knicks got a few players from free agency and just re-signings. Pacers, they had a great season last year, honestly. They made it to like the 4th spot in the Eastern Conference, I think. 4th or 5th. So, this one, the Knicks, I don't think they're going to still have it together by then. And I'm going with the Pacers. The Bucks and Celtics. Jrue Holiday's now an official Milwaukee Buck. It's pretty much just the same thing for the past few years about Jason Tatum and Giannis. They both have played each other around the same time, postseason or close to the end of the season. Regular season, end of regular season. For this one, now that the Celtics kind of pretty much lost Gordon Hayward and Daniel Tice, I'm going to go with the Bucks. So the Pelicans and Raptors. The Raptors, they got a new center, but he's kind of undersized, and Chris Boucher, who's really not that bad actually, but Zion, with him being healthy already, I think the Pelicans are gonna kind of dominate this Raptors team. Pascal Siakam, he really hasn't developed a leadership role yet, so that's why I'm going with the Pelicans here. The Spurs and Grizzlies, both teams not much to say. Grizzlies did get 4 new players. Spurs drafting Trey Jones. Hopefully he'll be a good scorer off the bench. Not much to say, but I think the Grizzlies are going to win this one. The Houston Rockets and the OKC Thunder. Both teams have new looks. Rockets lose Westbrook. The Thunder lost 3 players and then they just signed 3 players, but I don't think it's going to matter because the Rockets also got Boogie Cousins and Christian Wood. So I think the Rockets are going to win this one. The Atlanta Hawks, Chicago Bulls. Hawks debuting, of quite a few off-season players. I think they're going to do well this season, but I don't think they're a top 5 or not even top 7 team yet. They might make the 8th seed. And these are teams that haven't really made the playoffs in quite a long time. So I'm going with the Hawks here. Minnesota Timberwolves and the Detroit Pistons. Timberwolves and Anthony Edwards making his debut along with D'Lo beside him. Pistons, they got a new look as well. The Timberwolves did acquire new players. I'm not sure if that's going to actually make the difference, but now the Pistons don't really have any good rebounder now that they lost Andre Drummond and Christian Wood. So I'm going with the Timberwolves here. Sacramento Kings and Denver. Kings got new players. Nuggets, not much to say other than the off season, but Nuggets, they've always been stuck around the semifinals in the Western Conference and just the Western Conference Finals. But I think the Nuggets are going to start out strong and they're going to win this one. Utah and Portland. Blazers, they're trying to go deeper in the playoffs by the year. The furthest run from what I've known was, from last year, they got eliminated first. So Utah, both teams eliminated in the first round. Donovan Mitchell, he looked very, very sharp actually, in the bubble, but I don't think it's gonna matter because it's always Dame time here, so I'm going with the Blazers in this one. Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks. Chris Paul making his debut as well, being the veteran. It's pretty much it's gonna be a shootout, I believe, with Booker and Doncic. Unless both teams do find a way to shut both of them down, which is honestly gonna be very, very tough. Because both teams all have good weapons. But I think this is gonna be a shootout, of threes and all that, but I'm going with the Dallas Mavericks. Starting out hot here with the Christmas Day games with the Miami Heat and the New Orleans Pelicans. December 25th, probably my favorite time around the NBA season other than the playoffs. So Zion, pretty much the same thing as I said for them, like in the previous matchup. Expected to play more, but you have to remember they're the defending Eastern champions as the Miami Heat are, so look out for them. They have really good weapons to utilize, and it might be too much for the Pelicans. I'm going with the Heat on this one. My Warriors and Giannis and the Bucks going up against each other. Wiseman's gonna have a tough job. Defending the paint because the Bucks, they're a dangerous team. Steph, and Middleton, maybe not the sharpshooter battle we are hoping for, but it might have to be that way. And Giannis, he might destroy the paint on the Warriors as well, so you gotta look out for that. I'm gonna put the Bucks as going up top right here. So Warriors starting out 0-2. If you keep that in mind. Brooklyn Nets, Boston Celtics, another returning player to their former team with Kyrie. Both teams are fresh out of the bubble right now, and they're looking to make a run at it. Durant, people are still watching to see if he's going to play the way he used to. I think the Nets are going to be too much, and I'm going with the Nets here. So the last two matchups here are kind of, in my opinion, not really good. Dallas Mavericks, the LA Lakers. There are two key matchups here. LeBron, Luka, and then AD and Porzingis. If you don't know who he is, Anthony Davis. Lakers are defending champions, and yet they still got more players to come. And today, that game, I think the Lakers are just going to be overpowered again. Like, they're a heavy paint team as well, so it's hard for the Mavericks to do that because they got a lot of shooters. So I think the Lakers are going to win this one. The last one today, Clippers and Nuggets. This is really a rematch of last year's playoff round. Kawhi and Jokic are going to just be firing at each other. Clippers are just looking for revenge at this point. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say, but I think the Nuggets, they're just going to keep going at it every year, and honestly, they could be a finals contender, but I think they're still going to win this one, even though the Clippers probably might just try firing at them, but I think the Nuggets will hang on. So that's to conclude the video right there. If you don't know where I got this from, information, you could just search up NBA on your Google. The whole schedule will come up. But if you really want to know where I got this information from, then the link will be down below in the description with the ESPN. So that's the way to conclude the video. I'm excited for the NBA season to come, and that will do it. Peace.